So I've had like a lot of stuff going on here. In the server, have a lot of cool things been going on. I've been building over the probably like last 2 months. So this server is fully able to be running finally, and I've actually got a few things to show off. Blades. It's fully working. This little NPC here I have for testing for like music. Um, Over here I have two NPCs. Now, eventually this is just gonna be a separate room. Um, Over here, basically I just placed them over here because eventually there's gonna be another room next door. Um, Anyways, so I have talked to a few different builders out there who's actually done a few different adventure building because the idea of the server is I wanted to create like an adventure area where you could go around in worlds rather than your standard survival server. So I went around looking and I ended up finding a person who did Kingdom Hearts stuff and I contacted him to see if I could use a map and it's Kingdom Hearts KH water block here. Uh Technically that's not him here, it's just the NPC that disguises him, but basically I wanted you guys get the gist of basically how the guy looks, basically. And so I just threw it on NPC so that way you guys get an idea. And then also recently, since I was getting the Jurassic Park some, I got in contact on the Tresscom community, the Trespasser people who are actually making the patches for Trespasser. I figured might as well like look into it because apparently the admin over there was telling me that apparently there's someone looking into building it within Minecraft for Trespasser. And then I just figured, well, since I'm doing Jurassic Park, might as well go take a look around. And I asked him about it, talked to him a bit, and we got some of the stuff of his built into the map. Um, Now this skin that's currently on him is temporary because the Bedrock skin he had was a purchased one, but the closest I could get to it was this. It's just basically Muldoon, and that's what his character was over on Bedrock. It just was a purchased asset, so like he couldn't swap it over to Java. So that was a major problem there. So I basically showed him this skin, so that's what's in placement right now. He's currently looking into making his own, but basically, there you go. So this whole map right here is just a hub world. Beyond here, there's absolutely nothing. This is a void, basically, of absolute nothingness. But basically, this is just your hub world where you'd actually start at. So we got store of which I'm eventually gonna put the NPCs in, but that's gonna be a basic store. It's not gonna be like really like the way the game is for this area because this is just the hub world. So basically, you can interact with other things that's going on the server and other people while they're going between other worlds. I don't know where exactly I'm gonna put the door to go to the worlds. I think I'm gonna put it here currently. I thought of putting it here just because, like in Kingdom Hearts 1, you walk through the back door and you teleport to other worlds. But I thought about that for a bit. Like, that, if I were to do it that way, it'd only be the Kingdom Hearts worlds, where if I push it to that door, it'd make more sense where you just walk on through. You get your little idea of like what the server has, and then you'd walk through that door and basically you choose if you want to go to Jurassic Park or Trespasser or whatever basically it is you want to go for each individual world, and then you'd go off to them. Anyways, I have a few maps that I've edited a bit of both of these people. So it's not completely the original maps, but like they're mostly the original maps that these two people have built that I placed in. So over here we have Destiny Islands. Sorry about the weird jittery frame rate that happens when you teleport in it, rendering all the blocks. And it's mostly because I have Optifine. Now, when you guys hop on, you won't have the Optifine, so you guys will have like completely 100% steady frame rate. And the only reason why Optifine isn't in the mod pack, to where you guys can hop on, is because Optifine, the creators, they don't want people to put in the mod packs. I have no clue why. So that's the only flaw to it, of the mod pack. But you guys get also better frame rate as well, so whatever. I mean, you get a trade-off. It's like a good and a bad trade-off. But what sucks is you guys can't have these shaders to where it looks sort of realistic a bit. Anyways, this is Destiny Islands. It's actually full unfinished. I actually had to drop in this entire map myself from the actual map that Cage Waterblock has built. From the Kingdom Hearts 1 adventure map. And then after that, I didn't realize it, but I didn't put the water in. So I literally had to go in by hand and basically command prompt it to basically throw in the water. And that took me hours, probably like a day or so. And then I also put another defense into this because, like, just in case if I want to throw it all into just one map, rather than just, like, a separate map per world, I have also put a border around each individual area. Right now you can't see the border because I've intentionally made it that way. So, like, if you were to look out here, you can't see the walls, but there are walls out there. I can show you guys what they look like. You actually have to travel pretty far out. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the frame rate up by looking down, but basically you just keep going. Yes, there is more sand there. It just looks like it disappears because of the way the shaders are doing crap. I guess there's still more sand underneath. In fact, I wonder if I get a better frame rate just by being underwater. Yes, I am. Okay. That's an interesting thing. Might as well travel this way. It's a lot better experience for you guys. But yeah, without the shaders, you guys will have like 60 FPS, no problem, no matter like what system you'd have, pretty much. So, there's a wall. Yeah. It's basically a boxing area. Good luck with ever finding it, though, unless you really swim out this far. I literally had to do the running mechanic with it. Anyways, they also have Traverse Town. As a matter of fact, I also have a built-in music thing, so I will show you guys and actually let you guys listen to it. So basically, when you go in between each individual world, let me do spawn again. When you guys go in between each individual world, or if you go in between a different region, it will play a different music automatically. Here, I'll show it to you guys. Let me hit the play button. So basically, right here, you can see how it says like connect with the click on it. Basically, it connects an audio client under your web browser. You click on it, and it basically will allow you to listen to music from there. And that's what it's listening to through the server. And if I go over here, immediately the music changes because we're on Destiny Islands. And it covers all of this area that's like with that block, like all the way to the wall. Beyond that, it just is regular music of like standard Minecraft. I could have swore I set the right time. Anyways, I'll fix it later. Or I could fix it right now if you guys want me to. I can just do game mode. No, not game mode, say game rule. Because I'll show you guys the big sort of words for that sort of thing. It was do daylight cycle faults. And then I believe I set the time to midnight. I think it's time, isn't it? Yeah, time that, because I'll do like a lot more on like the screen itself, showing you guys how the server works. So that way you guys can also learn your own process and do your own little bit of a version of it. Anyways, yeah, so it's basic fix now. Now, yes, there is a weather system. I will fix that later. I just don't know if I should allow only like 2 weather sets, like if you like rain or what. But no, snow cannot happen here. Snow, like it can snow up there, but no snow will get down here. That I already have in placement. I forget what had this. Oh, right, I remember what that is. That's the main door. So, the way this server is built, because of the way I imported a lot of stuff, I didn't fix the doors currently yet. I did fix it for the main area, but as you can see, so what happens when I import a lot of the assets, some of the things go a little bit buggy, like this door, but it's easy to fix just like that. So, yeah. Now this whole area, I will just basically chop it down and basically slam the 2 areas together. Like this whole section right here will be chopped off. And I'll just put those together as one door, so that way you guys can literally just walk through. And basically what happens is like you like click on a button right here on the wall or something like that, or maybe you just walk up to it. I don't remember how the plugin works. I don't have it in right now, but there's a plugin where I can basically allow you guys to where you walk up to the door and it'll open up, like it'll separate the blocks, and it actually open with an animation. So this is the other district, basically. All right, I forgot this door is a little bit bugged right now. There it goes. Wow, that is bugged. I'll have to fix that later. You know what? I'll fix it right now. How's the door when it's closed? Is that left side? Yes, left side. Okay. Like I said, I haven't fixed a lot of this stuff. There. I just wanted to make sure that everything works. Like this whole area didn't exist at one point in time. So I literally had to go back in and re-import it. These doors are a little bit bugged. Let me get a button. Oh, both of these doors are screwed. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'll fix them. This area, it should be just fine because there's not really any doors in here. And then maybe the closet. I don't remember. Oh, I guess he never actually put anything on these signs. Because whenever I import the stuff, it usually has the stuff on the signs. Or no, wait, this was because of the old version. That's right. The signs are still stable in the later version of when I imported the maps. What I mean is in the later version is, so when I imported these maps, like the, what is it, warp. When I imported, let's see here, what is it, Destinlands, Traverse Town, Jurassic Park, and Trespasser, all those maps, when I originally made them, and like imported them, those were all 1.12.2, but Twilight Town is in the newer version when I imported it, so it does still have the signs. So I might have to go back and like fix up these signs a bit or whatever. But it doesn't matter. Like all of the signs will probably be destroyed because of roleplay reasons. Because I have NPCs walking around telling me about things, so that way you'll be more immersed in the world. There's a whole questing system built with them. That, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that mechanic, because originally in the game, what you do is you do a fire spell at the door, and I don't think you can do fire spells. Could be wrong. But here's a bunch of the keyblades, basically, that you get, and a lot of the blocks. We even have the actual save point system, so like when you go up to it, you crouch and basically save. What else is there? I forget what else. Anyways, I'll show you the next place. Warps. Jurassic Park. Now this one, I actually worked on on purpose myself. This I all built myself by hand. Now, at one point in time, oh, that's Jurassic Park music, by the way. The John Williams version. Anyways, at one point in time, there was a Jurassic Park mod stuff in here. At 1.12.2. Now, I wanted to keep that stuff around, and they will eventually come back to 1.16.2, and then I'm assuming from there they will actually update it to the right version for where I'm at. But anyways, there was actually full-on trees here. I actually have a screenshot of it. Let me show you guys of what it actually looked like at one point in time. Where is it? I don't know, here somewheres. Ah, here we are. See, I had like trees and everything. It looks so beautiful. But unfortunately, those trees were just custom assets, basically within the mods. So basically, these are just empty areas right now until basically either that mod comes back in or we come up with a new tree area. But the dinosaurs, unfortunately, we're just gonna still have to wait for the mods, or either that, or I'm gonna have to personally bring in the AI and the models. And then over. Oh yeah, that's a little bit bugged. I forgot to put that region. I'll explain it later. How it changed that music. So at one point in time there was tables in here, and I will put the tables back in. As a matter of fact, you can easily do it right now if you ever wanted to. Get what table it was. Wait, I could have swore there was more tables than that at one point. Hold on, give me a second. It's not Macaw. It would be in weird. Okay, here it is. It's Decocraft. They not bring in tables? Oh, they didn't. That's weird. I'll have to contact them about the tables that they need to bring back in, because there was actually full-on like knitted tables and everything. But yeah, here's like a lot of stuff that we can use now. This I don't even remember, but whatever. We did have these chairs, and I do remember that. Don't know what else. I guess we could always redo the tables with something crayfish, maybe? Storage, let's see here, outdoors, kitchen. Actually, the kitchen we can keep in items, no. General. Alright, let's see what we got for tables that we can throw in. Huh. Nothing good here. Alright, we have also another one that does that sort of stuff. Furniture. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I guess we could throw these in. It sort of sucks a lot of the stuff is gone from the Decocraft because that's what a lot of the objects in the world was. I don't know. I somewhat like this because it's like a Jurassic Park thing. Because there isn't like a stone table, is there? No, there isn't. Although, what happened to that lighter color? I like that somewhat better. Coffee table, interesting. Can we put these together? I can. Okay. Basically, I'll just put that in probably and just put the seats in. Matter of fact, the way the coloring looks like, it looks like it'd do good in Trespasser. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that later. Anyways, this is the kitchen area. Now, the kitchen area, I just sort of threw it together. I just, like, sort of estimated it. These buttons were here because of when McCall's doors. Believe I had the one that looked like the kitchen door, the best I could do. I don't remember where it is. I think I did this one. I'll try to look for another door here that we might be able to throw on. Screw it, this will work. Basically, that's the best I can get for an idea. But basically, you just push the button because you can't right-click on it. You slide in, you slide back out. Pretty simple. All that area will be redone. Luckily, I do have all that. But I've never actually built the kitchen. All I did was, like, if you built the area for it, I didn't really re-estimate of how much it is. So, for the kitchen stuff, I believe would be here. So, like, we got all these. Why is there not a stove? I could have swore there was a stove in this mod. Interesting. I'll have to look into that stuff again more. I wonder what else there is. That, like, maybe there's something hidden in here. No, there isn't no stoves. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into his kitchen stuff. But anyways, it was a lot more advanced in 1.12.2. But the thing was, it was like a lot more buggy and like more able to crash it, and you were just getting like a lot more lag here and there. So I didn't want that sort of experience for you guys. Oh right. I forgot I didn't re-import the flooring here because the way I built it. But the walls are done, so like this is that back room, but I didn't place this in the right area. I think this is actually supposed to be upstairs, but I'm not sure. But that's supposed to be like the security room. Bear in mind, like a lot of this, let's hold on. Just let me fix that audio, so that way it's not just constantly playing the Jurassic Park music for you guys. What? Why is this door bugged? Alright, I imported it. A lot of this area I took from many different idea concepts. What is it? Most of all this I took from Jurassic Park the game, which was the Telltale series, which is a great game. It's almost like a sequel in a way, or integral is what I prefer to call it. But anyways, that's where a lot of the ideas came from. I don't know why this is like all pitch black up here. Is that like my shaders is doing it? No, it's not my shaders. Or is it? I think it is. No, it's not a solid block. Let me test that for you guys to see if that's what it is. I had that. Yeah, it's my shaders. Luckily, you guys won't notice this, but I do because I have shaders on. Just make everything look better for me. I might look into a way for you guys to have shaders because I believe there is one mod out there, but they keep saying it's not for Forge. I'm not entirely sure on that based on some other mods I've went into. Like there's a dimensional portal sort of thing, and that one's trippy as hell. Like you can walk in one side and like you can see yourself through the other side. If you had the opposite portal like right across from you, it's trippy as hell. But because of that, for some weird reason, Optifine doesn't like that in certain versions. So they were suggesting another thing that allows shaders. I looked into it a bit. I just haven't contacted the people of that mod yet to see if they're able to. But first, I'll do some testing to see if it works even within Forge. Oh well, it's good enough for now. That way, it's just not like a big black void up there. But yeah. It took a lot of ideas. They're like, keep going with this. Like, I had to go with the movie and somewhat of it. I had to go back to that game. I had to go also with, like, Lego Jurassic World, which has both Jurassic Park and Jurassic World in it. But you can see how this whole area right here, the way it's built, I somewhat started with the movie idea, but then I went in with the game of like Jurassic Park, and then I just realized it was way easier because they look exactly the same. It was a way easier for me to go down to bare scale for this area right out here with Lego Jurassic World, and that's how I built all this area. Now this thing right here, it's supposed to be like a fossils, like in the wall. That's what that is supposed to be as well. But yeah. Show you guys the rest of the building from the outside. I don't know why is it that bright. Be, I believe, sunset. Could be wrong. I think that's what I had for the idea. I don't remember if I had daylight cycle on it. Oh well, if it bugs out again to where that happens, I can just do the daylight cycle thing again. But there you go. My basic idea, the way I did the timing of this was basically towards like the end of the movie where you can see the like the water in front of there, which I might contact the person I've seen where they actually have like the terrain built, but they don't actually have the actual map. So it's just like a paint thing with it that they sort of did where it just sort of is supposed to look like the way Isla Nublar is supposed to be. But I'll have to take a look at it. Okay, so yeah, that is daylight cycle. This game rule, I believe. Game rule to daylight cycle false. And then sunset. There. That way, that's always exactly the same for you guys. Now, let me put that music back on so that way you guys can see what the next area is like. Like I said, I'll explain later what happened right there. Basically that's like the general area, and I didn't realize that all general area, like region, would take it over, and I sort of half-cheated on the last map. I didn't do its own region, I just did it global or whatever. Anyways, slash warp, what is it? It's Jurassic Park. No, wait, Trespasser, that's right. So this is where, Minecast has built a lot of stuff. So, some of this is broken, some of this is not broken. Now, this the music that I'm playing here is, I believe it's John Hammond's house, his mansion. Because that was like the best idea I could get for the music, because it's like there was a town music, but that didn't sound like so appealing. Like it sounded irritating. So it's like this seems a lot better for the town music. So I threw that in. Anyways, so basically, when I imported this, okay, this whole map, when it was originally built, it was built on the 360 or something like that. And then at one point, it was like somehow deleted, according to the creator, Mindpass, anyways. Or lost, I don't remember what exactly, but it was sort of, let's just say it's lost for at this point. But basically, it was built on there, and then stopped, and then rebuilt again, and then eventually it was brought over to Bedrock, and that's where things came problem for me, because okay, he had it all built on Bedrock. I'm thinking that some blocks don't exist in Java. I'm not 100% sure, or maybe it's in later versions that they do exist once again. So what happened is I had this all in 1.12.2 because of the Jurassic Park stuff, like with the dinosaurs. So, ooh, I didn't even realize that he did that. That's interesting. Either that or the grass just did that by accident. Either way, that looks pretty cool. I think that looks pretty dang good for the pathing system. I'll have to ask him later about that. Anyways, so I asked him about like the map and everything, and basically if I could use it, and it was on PressCon. And he's like, yeah, sure. And he's like, okay, I'll just try to throw it in together. Don't forget, I will credit you, because like I always put credits to anybody who basically gets involved with the things, like even the music that I usually would play, like during the stream. Like if you do like the music command, you can bring up all the artists, basically of the music that I have for the stream that I usually would play. So basically, when I first imported this was 1.12.2. Now a lot of the blocks didn't exactly appear in here, so they just turned to air. So some buildings were completely destroyed, like this was just completely hollow, basically. So I had to rebuild it with blocks that existed in that 1.12.2 version. And I just sort of replaced air. I did a command to do it. And I basically just went along the areas of the guidelines that what I could see in the place, and like based off of like what I could see from the import software they use. So all this is actually back together now. Once again, it's fully operational for this place, which is Dr. Wu's. Which I don't know why. Oh, right, because that was 1.12.2. I was just thinking about the sign that's out front. It's supposed to say Dr. Wu. It doesn't say anything right now because of the import process. I don't know why it didn't want to on 1.12.2, but later versions it will allow it. I don't know. Or maybe it was just the software, it just needed an update, because over time, the importing software that I use actually did update, which I used, I'm trying to remember what the heck I use, because even, like, the guy that basically does a lot on this Trespasser map actually uses it himself, Aimlet. Aimlet is a program that I use a lot. Basically to import from one map to another, so that way we can get an area in that we want to do in a certain way. Now, yes, you can technically import and export with World Edit. Matter of fact, I even have World Edit within this. It's actually full on working. Matter of fact, that's how like a lot of this region stuff is working, to where like you can hear the music, everything, because that works with WorldGuard, and WorldGuard works with World Edit. Now, these buildings, as you can see, it's sort of like the general idea that you get of the way what happened when I imported this stuff. Yeah, things just broke. So over time, I'm gonna make sure you guys and me just rebuilding this area. Uh, um, but all of Hammond's house has been fixed except for the offices. Which I'm sort of like a little bit fuckered with. This actually had an actual office in here. Let me do a time. Wait, was this world just supposed to be where it changes? Yeah, it's supposed to change. I just had to make sure so I don't have to do the other game rule thing to make sure it's always that way. We'll do morning. No, we'll do the basic one that I had with this map at the beginning, which is noon. So that way you guys can see a lot better. Because I also like to see the guy who actually built this map actually see the alterations that I've also done with it. Now, this roof right here, it's sort of gone because apparently in the game there's supposed to be paintings. Although I did think about placing in stuff just to cover it up. This whole area, I replaced the whole ceiling. It was just like regular wood. Like this kind of wood is basically this is what the design was over in here. I just haven't replaced this area yet. But basically, it looks sort of grayish on the ceiling when you're in the room. And so I just replaced it with this wood. It's raw wood. I believe it's acacia. Yeah, acacia log. Basically, just threw that in. So that way it looks more like the game, basically. This is the bedroom, which I don't know why this is that way. I don't remember if that was like actually where the office is, or if that was where the hole was supposed to be. I know those two rooms were swapped. Oh, is this a bathroom? Yeah, I believe this is the bathroom, so I'll put this stuff in for the bathroom later on. Is this his bathroom? Yeah, this must be his bathroom. This is Hammond's bathroom. Now, the actual big room, I believe, is over here. Yeah, this is like supposed to be the room where you press the button. Because you walk to the end of the hallway in the game, you just basically use the keycard, I believe, over here. It's a white keycard. You'd open it up and you basically press it right there. So, yeah, this is the wrong room for the bed. I believe bedroom is over here. Yeah, this is supposed to be the bedroom. So actually, the bed's supposed to be over here. I just never swapped out those items. Apparently, there was also another builder involved at one point. Wanting to swap out stuff. Although I don't remember these being like this. Maybe that happened in the update when I imported this stuff. I don't know. But this was all here just fine. So you got all of the house just fine down here. Because all this I didn't really much mess with. Although I don't know why there's a hole in there. I'll have to ask him about that because I don't remember doing that hole. Where is that other area at? Alright. How do you remember this? I actually popped a hole in, or either that or he had a hole in there and just had like one block. I don't remember, but that's basically behind the bookcase where you ended up finding the floppy drive. Darn doors keep glitching out. Oh, yeah, this is one of the other rooms that is broken. I didn't fix this. I didn't even realize this room was even here. I'll fix this. me the door. Give me the door. Game. Give me the door. Give me the door, damn it. Door. Oh no. Okay. That's not working. There. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Hey Zipper, thanks for the follow. Are you familiar with this? Wait, why did someone's messages get deleted? Shimmer Bell. What? That's weird. I'm guessing maybe they were on the ban list from some other stream. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, it's a raid. I didn't even realize that it's a raid. Thanks for the raid. There's like a lot of shit that I've been showing off of over here for Jurassic Park stuff, Kingdom Hearts, all sorts of things. So what you guys were playing over there? When did this happen? Raid, sorry, I didn't even realize for a long while. Minecraft Live. Is that like a showcase that they do like every year? I believe so. Either that or that was Minecon. I don't remember. It's been so long. Ah. So, as I was explaining earlier, there's a lot of stuff that I've been doing over the last few months of importing stuff and working with other creators. So I'll actually go back to Spawn. Yeah, there is music that literally like automatically plays the moment I swap over to another area because of a plugin I have right here in that green area. That's basically the audio client. It basically, when you go to a region, it'll automatically play music. So I have Cage Waterblack here. Well, this is the NPC for Cage Waterblack, but basically this is how you actually look at him. Basically, if you guys want to get the general idea of how you look, I contacted him about his maps to see if I could import them, put them on the server, and actually create an actual roleplay universe. Mindpass, I've actually met him over on the Trescom community for the Trespasser game that was for the Jurassic Park, and that's what I was just in. So I will show you guys. This is basically the hub world, which was originally made by him, Cage Waterblack. I just took Traverse City from KH1, Kingdom Hearts 1, and threw it in here. Basically cut off a whole bunch of regions, so that way it's very bound, like, with bare bones. And then I have Destiny Islands over here. This is all completely done. It is a giant-ass map. I actually had to pull on keyblades and everything, and it totally works. Sorry about a little bit of the jittery frame rate. I'm optifying with shaders, but with the mod pack that you guys be using, if you ever plan on hopping on the server, you won't have that problem. I don't know why it just froze. I think it's a tick system. Yeah, that was a tick in the system. So basically, every once in a while, when you load into maps, the video likes to refresh. So that's why that happened, where it just froze the screen for a few seconds. But it doesn't really happen that often. But yeah. Sorry about the jittery frame rate. Like I said, this is like ridiculously amount of like build over right here, and I have shaders on to make it look really good, so that way you guys can actually see what it's actually like in the best quality that it could be. There's a full-on mod pack where you guys can install, but it doesn't have Optifine, so so you guys won't have shaders, but you guys will have a lot better frame rate, and actually will still look good. Let me do a warp to Traverse Town, which is the actual Traverse Town. Okay. Also, I have no clue why my alerts didn't go up. I'm sorry about that for the raid system. I'll have to, like, probably add in my own custom alert. But anyways, so Traverse Town, it's actually full-on built. I will actually have to, like, fix it to where, like, the door system will work a little bit better. Basically, what I'll do here is have the doors actually wide open in animation. Anyways. You'll actually see this whole area eventually. Anyway, so then we also have Jurassic Park, which I actually built myself for the new area. This is the visitor center that took me like weeks to build. It took me like 2 weeks to build this by hand, by the way, because back then we didn't have World Edit. Because World Edit was somewhat broken, I don't know why, but I found a way around it and eventually got around fixing a lot of things. At one point in time I had full-on trees and everything. This is how it looked back when I originally built it. But because of the transition to the update that I've done, like a couple of the mods don't exactly exist. They will be eventually updated to this version. I'm just waiting on them to patch that mod so that way I can bring it in. But basically that's how it used to look. And then we have Trespasser, which is the Jurassic Park. It was like, if you ever played like a hand simulator before, it almost felt like that in a way. I've streamed it a lot, basically. It was like their interpretation from like Microsoft, like, well, not even Microsoft at the time. It wasn't even Microsoft. I think it was DreamWorks. I'm not even sure who it was, the company was. But anyways, the main guy who was actually in charge, Seamus Blackley, basically wanted to create a game that was like had Jurassic Park, and had lore, and I don't think Jurassic Park 3 existed yet. So they went off of like Jurassic Park 2 stuff, and they went off the book lore and stuff like that. They made the world of it, and they made a game, and they wanted to make it most lifelike. So basically, you'd move around the hand with your mouse, and actually have to pick up the guns and everything and shoot dinosaurs with it. But a lot of this got broken when I imported this, because certain blocks didn't want to transfer in between Bedrock and this version, but I can eventually fix it. Anyways, there's a lot here that the guy built for Minecraft. Anyways, he's built. The church is broken because some of the blocks, like I said, doesn't exist in this version, or it didn't exist in 1.12.2 when I originally built it, which now it's on a later version. Then we also have Twilight Town, which Twilight Town is in my latest addition to the map. It does work mostly. The whole map is built. It's just that the mini struggle game doesn't work right now. I don't know how I'm ever going to implement the struggle game, because the way the mod works for Kingdom Hearts doesn't even have that yet, as far as I'm aware. anyways, a lot of this I'm gonna have to fix up. But as you can see, the signs actually finally work in this one because when I imported it, it was actually updated better. This is the only teleport that I've actually fixed so far within the new map system. So, like, if you walk up here, you'll get teleported to the back alley, and you can also teleport back. And then you can head out over here, just hang out. Now, this is the save system. Now, currently my spawn point is already set to this, so nothing happens. But basically, you walk onto it, and it'll just save your checkpoint. Matter of fact, I can actually just do a new save point, I guess. And show you guys how it sort of works. Save point system is here. So basically, you place it down. Well, I place it down. You guys don't have the asset. Basically, you walk on it, and what it do is, I'm assuming it'd heal you, but anyways, it's your respawn point. It should work. I don't know why it's not working. Or do I need my keyblade in my hand? It might be I need my keyblade. There it goes. Oh, hey, you have to right-click on it. Okay. I thought you just crouch on it and you just right-click. Okay. No wonder why it wasn't working for me, because I was using the wrong button. But yeah, that's your reset point, or your respawn point. So, like, basically, whenever you die, you get set there. Basically, the general idea of it. Now, I will also show you guys the other way of how all this works when you guys will actually hop in. I'm just gonna do spawn. Don't need the audio client anymore for that. Let's see here. Where did I put it? We boot it up through the launcher, because there's an actual launcher for it. If you guys want to actually play onto it, rather than having to actually download and like individual mods and then running your own version of Forge. Basically, what the mod pack will do is it'll just automatically do all the work for you. I don't know why it's not showing right now. Oh, because it says Forge mod early rather than the actual program itself. It'll probably fix it in a few seconds. But it's loading up all the mods right now, so all it is a red screen for me. You guys, it's just a black screen. Takes like a minute to load. That's the only problem that I don't like about it. But what do you expect? You got like 13 mods. It says it's basically loading in. Um, I don't know what's taking so long for it to load. Come on. There it goes. Finally. I think OBS isn't picking it up until I go into the multiplayer mode, because it's technically under a different tag. I don't know why. Because right now it's actually showing up for me, but it's like just doing the final loading. Come on. subscribe's taking a while. Come on. Minecraft. There it goes. Yeah, load in, encrypting. Come on. I hope OBS will pick it up because now I just loaded into the server. Yeah, it did pick it up. I just gotta wait for this lag spike to go right there. Anyways, yeah, see how it's like a lot more stable here. That's basically how you guys would actually see the world, sort of. Like I can do warp to Destiny Island just to show you guys basically what you get at this one. Might have to fix that. Oh well, I'll fix it later. Another time. Or no wait. Actually, no wait, Destiny Islands is supposed to be that way because it does go to a day and night cycle in Kingdom Hearts 1. But yeah, as you can see, everything's just fine here with Destiny Islands. Frame rate is just fine. It's not jittery as hell. But yeah, that's the gist of it basically. It's all I have in progress right now. I might plan on adding more. I have no clue. Uh, I'll swap back over to the Optifine version so that way you guys can see it much better, like the difference. The only pain in the butt part about it is like you have to swap into between like uh, a different launcher. So like you can use a standard Minecraft launcher if you want to do it the most basic way with Forge, where basically you just literally like you have to install Forge and make your own version of that and drop in all the mods. That's the one I usually would play on, but the one that you guys would be playing on, you can technically just take the mods from there and drop them in to your standard Minecraft. Like if you were to build your own Forge version, technically do that and then drop in your own Optifine if you guys want to do that. But with the mod pack, it'll just like allow you to install all the mods, except for Optifine, obviously, because Optifine, the owners themselves for Optifine, for some reason, they don't want people to put in mod packs. So at one point in time, I had Optifine as an idea to be put in there, and then I realized, wait, I can't put Optifine in here because they say from the owners that I can't. It's like because of their FAQ or whatever. I don't remember. But basically on their site, if you go to Optifine's site, it'll say you cannot put in mod packs. Like, why? Why not? It's like I'm crediting each individual mod when I put in the mod pack. For it to load. oddly enough, this version loads faster than it did for the mod pack. Why is that? No clue. Whatever. Come on, Minecraft. It's the only part that I don't like. Waiting for Minecraft to load. Come on. There it goes. Come in. Alright. You might be wondering, like, how does it keep, like, tags on me? Like, if I go in between the mod pack version and, like, the regular Minecraft version. With the mod pack, you actually have to use your sign in with your Microsoft account or your Java version, whatever one that your account is currently on. Uh, Basically to transition that over, and then there's a freeze frame, but that is just literally for the lighting system. There it goes. Fix it. But as you can see, when basically I pop in the server, it says, wait, where is it? There it is. Yeah, click here to connect to online audio client. That's how you'd like connect to the audio thing that I was playing earlier. It's just automatic. I'm gonna do a weather clear command here. Clear. Okay. So here's the Sandlot area. As that's what apparently it's called. I didn't even know it was even called Sandlot. But this is where the struggle happens, basically. Um, However, I don't remember why. Oh, because that's like it's actually a separate section in the game. That's right. Because basically, when that happens, there just is a giant as table sort of thrown in for you guys to fight on. And we're in the beginning of the game, that isn't there. Forgot about that. And yes, you can actually travel all the way over to the other town area. The Leaf Zone, anyways. Just gotta find out where it is. But, this goes up to the station. Don't remember which way goes which way. Don't know if this that's the correct way. Could be wrong. That's the back alley. Originally, that was just like there's a point of view towards basically you could go in between worlds that way. That was like your save point, and that's why that beacon was thrown in. Seems like the right way. Considering that this is going way out here. Not sure. This is where it just closes off. Okay, this is the right area. Yeah. So this is the other part of Twilight Town. Mm, Anyways, there you go. This is all Twilight Town. That is supposed to teleport you back. Normally. But these don't work anymore. So I will actually have to fix that. Luckily, it's actually fixable, as you can see with the back alley area. I have to actually fix that. So you walk up and you get teleported. It might take like, I don't know, a couple hours to fix for like most of these. It's Tunnel Way. I don't remember if I ever saw the Tunnel Way. I think that's like with um 300 something days, 358 days, or 358 and a half, sorry. I think that's what that's from. Either that or that's the area where you can fight Vivi? I believe so. Curious if there's anything in here. Yeah, nothing. Okay. I was helping like maybe some new mechanic that the map builder had. Like maybe there's a command block in there somewhere that you can just duplicate the player and just do that shadow character. But I guess you can't. Wonder how I'm gonna do that. You're gonna have to like fighting you. I don't know how that's gonna work. Yeah, you get the idea. It all works. It just needs to be put together correctly once again. Alright. I think that's all there is really to showcase today. If you guys ever want to hop on the server, do let me know when I am streaming. Because I can just really put you guys in a whitelist and then basically have you guys install the mod pack and hop on easily. Let's check what we're gonna rate up. Mm, we got the Vi. Apparently he's playing Fortnite. I don't know what's going on over there. He's been playing Fortnite for the last few days. We'll find out what he's up to. See you guys later.